Welcome to USTC360. I am Ginger Chang. Our feature today is about a group known as Pick Up America, which was organized by Jeff Chen and Davey Rogner as the nation's first coast-to-coast roadside litter pickup movement. We are fortunate to have Jeff's father on board with us. Mr. Frank Chen, how much did you know about recycling before Pick Up America?
Well, I guess at least I know the 3R, that reduce, reuse, and recycle. And at our home, we follow that 3 disciplines for supporting the earth and supporting the environment. And I also encourage my colleagues, my friends, and neighbors to do this as well.
Wow, that's great. Well, our team was able to follow the young pickup artists on the road. Let's go meet them now.
So we're out here today to testify in support of Senate Bill 462 to put a 5-cent tax on plastic bags.
Hello, my name is Brent Boland. I'm with the Anacostia Watershed Society.
Bag bills have been killed in the city of Annapolis. There's been 4 killed within the state legislature here.
Hi, my name is Davey Rogner. I'm here today representing a new program called Pick Up America. On March 20th, 4 friends and I will be walking across the country picking up trash for the next year and a half. We'll be creating a video off of this, and we hope that it's a positive video in the end. Thank you very much.
Picking up trash, we're on a mission to pick up trash. Wanna see that no good grime going fast, we're on a mission to pick up trash.
We have some very special guests with us who we're fortunate to have from Pick Up America is going to be with us, and he'll explain to you a little bit more.
What's up, everybody? My name's Jeff Chen. I started this trip because I wanted to see some change in the country.
When I was a kid, my dad and my brother and I, we used to take walks down to the stream next to my house. And we'd go swimming, fish just swimming right next to us. I think it was perch and trout mostly. And that was really one of the most profound experiences of my upbringing, was just seeing that wildness and that nature, even if it was just in my backyard.
You ever heard of Yosemite National Park? Yeah. So I was out in California, hiking along a trail up to this big rock. It's this huge rock that's like 1,500 feet tall. There was just some trash on the side of the trail. And I just thought, you know, man, this is a national park. Why is there a single piece of trash? Why would anybody throw down a piece of trash in this beautiful place? And so me and my buddy, we got to the top, and on the way back down, we picked up every single piece of trash along those 8 miles.
The state and the county was gearing up to build the most expensive toll highway in the East, and it was going to pave over all of the headwaters of my stream that I grew up loving and appreciating. And I fought it tooth and nail as much as I could, but to no avail.
Did you have a question? Yeah. It's really hard. Who has ever woken up and said, you know what, today I'm going to go pick up a bunch of trash? Has anybody ever thought that before? Back there? Those are my people. Heck yeah.
My name is Davey Rogner. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland. I went to school in College Park, Maryland at the University of Maryland, where I studied environmental restoration and management.
There we go. Go ahead.
My name's Jeff Chen. I'm 25 years old. I grew up, lived in Maryland for most of my life. I went to the University of Maryland and I graduated with a degree in broadcast journalism, studied some music and environmental science as well.
Can't believe the Rockies are there.
I can remember the day clearly, walking on the coast of the Atlantic on Assateague Island in my home state of Maryland. We were sort of discussing our plans after college and what we were going to do. And our friend Sam was talking about how he was going into his PhD program to become a soil scientist. And I was talking about how I wanted to have a career of environmental activism and encouraging sustainability as much as possible in America. And Jeff was sort of like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But then, you know, he really came out and said the birth of Pick Up America, his dream to walk across the country and pick up litter along every step. And he said, you should come, you know, in his Jeff sort of way of saying things, you know, you should come. And I said, man, you're crazy. But I went home and I thought about it for about 3 to 4 weeks. G chatted Jeff back, through my Google chat one day, and I said, Jeff, I'm gonna do it with you. And I'm crazy enough to do this with you.
And we're the nation's first coast-to-coast litter pickup. And we're trying to inspire a transition towards zero waste.
Davey, what's going on?
Pick Up America, day 1.
And
We're gonna start walking.
And we're gonna start
walking from the ocean.
Yeah, and we need to start soon.
Keep us safe traveling through Maryland, across Virginia, Western Virginia, Southern Ohio, Indiana, Southern Illinois, Missouri, into Kansas, then to Colorado. Wait for the snow to melt, then we'll be on our way to San Francisco. Keep us safe.
I can't believe this is actually happening.
What's happening?
I'm about to walk across the country.
Yeah.
I've been dreaming about this since '06. That's all. we got a lot of action that we got to take before we say anything else.
Yeah.
So.
The experience of a trash gypsy is about 4 days of litter pickup each week, 2 days of work, and 1 day to explore.
You have to wake up in the morning, get ready, fill up your water, knowing that you're going to be out on the road for a solid 8 hours, walking 5-6 miles at a time.
When we get some volunteers that, have picked up trash for the first time in their lives and vow to never again throw a cigarette butt out their window, or vow to stop using plastic bags when they go to the grocery store.
Every single person in the world to come out and pick up trash with us for 1 day, 8 hours.
They would never litter again. They would never think about it because it's such a trying experience.
Part of the universal experience of an intern is to never litter again.
The bus ain't working. The brakes are screwed up.
I come from the suburbs where families don't talk to each other much. And so I think through the past few years, I find myself seeking out the small towns and seeking out that sense of community that I didn't really grow up with.
Love was very strong in our family, and so was honesty. Seeking your own happiness internally as opposed to material wealth as the end goal for your life. And I learned all that, and they've been very supportive on my trip with Pick Up America.
They were like, why would you go pick up trash? You got a college degree. Where are you gonna get money? I remember for a few months, almost every phone call I had with my parents started with, do you have health insurance yet?
Welcome back. So, Mr. Chen, as an Asian parent, your son's life choice is different from the customary job profession Chinese parents prefer their children to do. How did you feel when Jeff first told you about his plans?
Well, in 2006 summer, we visited Jeff when he was doing an internship at Yosemite National Park, and he took us to a trail to walk, and he picked up a tin can whenever he saw it on the ground. And this is a big part of why he created Pick Up America to walk across the country to pick up trash. And when he told me about his plan, I know he's coming. And as a parent, I saw him more like American kids rather than Asian kids. So, we thought it through, and we think we should encourage him and support him instead of discouraging him.
That's really good.
Good, thanks.
Great. Well, let's take a short break to go hear what this job has taught the crew of Pick Up America so far.
Hi, we're Pick Up America. We're walking across the country to pick up trash.
We can still create this real sustainable future where we're reusing resources.
Oh my God! We're on TV! Look at us!
An effort to pick up trash all across the country is working its way south.
Well, after traveling hundreds of miles and picking up thousands of pounds of trash.
Going to be on Nightly News with Brian Williams, and we got a call from Ellen DeGeneres.
We're doing something crazy, something unheard of, picking up trash across the entire country. And so we get in the news a lot.
So we have 6 members living in a school bus which we like to call a 35-foot dorm room for 6 people.
We built bunk beds in it, we got a couch in there, and dinner, place to eat, and so it was pretty cool.
Got some Christmas lights. We hang out in it a lot. We do work in it. It's basically our home and office.
There is the wing of Greg and KJ. And Greg, I've known since I was around 14 years old, and KJ since I was around 15, 16 years old.
I have a lot of fun being around Greg and KJ. Like, they're sort of the, pursuers of fun, I think, most on the trip.
He drives a Jeep, he likes to go off-roading. He's kind of like the pseudo country boy. Pseudo frat boy of the group, I guess.
You're on a particularly dirty stretch of road, and you look back and say, man, that was just trashed 10 minutes ago. And look how beautiful it is now.
He's also the grumpy one. He's known on the crew as Grumpy Greg.
Greg is Grumpy Greg because he gets kind of grumpy about having to pick up trash all the time.
And that, you're attacking me about it. So, that's what I don't like about this, is that I'm just, putting out this other thing.
I'm not trying to attack you, man. I mean, you can explain yourself, you're just not going to change my mind. Basically. Picking up trash 6 days a week is tough work, and you can really get caught up in it. And it's never fun to clean up after someone else.
KJ always adds something new to the bus that's really cool.
He looks kind of like a young Clint Eastwood. He's kind of the cool guy of the crew.
It's been going smoother than I could have probably expected it to.
Found this very nice tire right along that fence post, that fence line there. I don't know why it ended up on the side of the road, but
I had some mutual friends of Davey Rogner, one of the co-founders. Sometime early January of this year, our friends introduced us while Davey was in town, and we just kind of hit it off, and I told him that night that I wanted to be a part of the project.
Mark is the young buck. He's only 20. And he'll be 21 at the end of the trip, though.
And I think it's cool that he didn't go straight to college after he graduated high school.
I graduated with almost straight A's, and I was at the top of my class. I decided to take time off in order to expand my experiences, get to see this country and hopefully more countries. I was actually on the road for a while. I decided that I wanted to longboard around the country, and so I built my own longboard and left from my home in Bremerton, Washington with nothing but a 50-pound hiking pack, my homemade longboard, and a couple of other necessities, and I ended up making it to LA over the course of a month.
My friends are doing this great project. They're walking across the country picking up trash. You have to come meet them. And I thought, who would do that? Or who could do that? I had this image of this superhuman person that could commit themselves to this sort of crazy journey. Davey gave a speech about a week later at the University of Cincinnati by my house and said, look, we need people to come on board next year. And before he was done talking, I was racing up to him to say, I'm on board next year.
She is one of the bravest women I know, dealing with 5 20 through 26-year-old guys 24/7.
We're best friends.
We're the pals. Nobody else really likes each other. We love each other.
So KJ,
Sometimes when we get drunk, we end up hooking up.
No, KJ and I are not going out.
It's not something that's gonna go anywhere.
And maybe do a ceremony, but probably not a government marriage, and a dog. Ideally in my early 30s. I'm not committed to kids. I definitely want to get a dog. That's how you'll know that I'm sitting still. Oh, hush.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Oh my God.
What the He was
22 pounds. So we can keep track of the amount of litter we pick up on the side of the road.
We all like to talk about Jeff Chen Zen because he is kind of the silent leader of the group.
Very the Zen, peaceful energy. Jeff is a peacemaker. Jeff is not someone to be yelling or fighting.
He's probably one of the most polite guys I've ever met.
kind of isolate himself for one reason or another. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, it's just who he is.
I can remember being very at odds with Jeff in particular. Mainly our odds stemmed from different lifestyles. You know, I would be more reckless, more diving into things, more aggressive.
A lot of times he feels like, you know, the things that I say kind of bring him down, and when he's trying to think big and think optimistically, and
so much to the point that I sometimes don't even want to know what he's thinking.
I don't know, I guess I'm complaining a lot about people right now.
Davey Rogner, he's a great guy, he's a very good leader, very spiritual.
I feel like he overworks himself too much.
Probably butted heads most with Davey of anybody on this trip.
Like he doesn't hear some other people, he doesn't hear me, he doesn't hear anybody.
Everybody wants to stop picking up trash.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep. It sounds to me like we just want to pack it in early. Is what it sounds like to me.
I push people, and I try and bring the most out for this mission that we're doing, you know?
I think we've all earned it, man. We've all busted our for 8 months.
Whatever, like, I'm like, I can't have an open discussion about this because, like, you guys are attacking me.
We're not attacking you.
You are attacking me. You're saying that I'm a bad guy.
There were times when it seemed like the whole thing was gonna fall off its rockers because of that dynamic.
I don't know how he gets the amount of work done that he does.
So that's what's really interesting to me is like, I don't know if they could be two more different people running this together.
I feel very strongly that, you know, we are co-visionaries in this whole project, and
they need each other. Pick Up America needs them.
He's done so much for this trip, and I don't think anyone else could do it like he does.
There would be no Pick Up America if Davey didn't dream big and Jeff didn't keep things in perspective.
It's kind of a good cop, bad cop thing.
These people on the road with me, you know, aren't exactly who I would choose to be my best friends.
I wish I was walking across the country picking up trash with my best friend.
And it's the same with the rest of us, you know. I'm very different from Mark, is very different from KJ, is very different from Greg.
I still love them because of this shared sacrifice that we have.
And the goal is to get to California having picked up a lot of trash with a lot of young people. If we have the same mission, if we have the same goal, then all the bickering, all the little problems that we might have with one another, I think that's sort of just like our egos clashing, or like our different personalities clashing. And we learn how to persevere and just keep going.
It's not about my ego, it's not about how far we go, it's about achieving this one mission that we've all come together for.
We also got a Green Award from Green Giant. The Maryland State Highway Administration gave us an award for picking up the litter. Each bag of litter, they say, costs taxpayers $29 to pick up if a state employee picks it up.
It's called the Maryland State of the Trash Address. We've come together at a time when we realize that collectively we can make a difference in the world. Literally taking one step at a time, we've seen the state of Maryland in all of its beauty and all of its excess waste. However you want to put it, that trash is a reflection of us, our society, and our disposable culture. Humans are the only organisms on Earth that produce a waste that is entirely unusable by any other organism. I'm asking that we all think about that a little bit, take some necessary actions, and then proceed with our daily lives.
We don't get paid for what we do. We don't get paid in cash, but we get paid in love. We get paid in warm houses and showers and hot meals. We get paid in meeting people. We get paid in seeing different landscapes.
Do you see this? It's beautiful.
We get paid in so many ways beyond cash.
Last year, after we finished walking across Maryland, our friend Allison came to our surprise party. So this is Jeff and Jeff Chen and Allison Chang singing this song.
Hey boy, hey girl, what do you say? Try it out, still gonna have a great time. Pick Up America's coming your way. Let's make a difference with a smile and a rhyme. Picking up trash. We're on a mission to pick up trash. Wanna see that no good crime gone fast? We're on a mission to pick up trash. to pick up trash. We wanna see that no good crime gone fast. We're on a mission to pick up trash.
Well, Mr. Chen, since your son and his friends are recycling, do you recycle at home or in the neighborhood?
Sure, we start to do recycle almost since 1995 when our county sent out the recycle bin for residents to do recycle.
Oh, wow.
So we do recycle for many years. And we pretty much do that at home, in our office, everywhere. Even we adopt a role, we went on street to do the pick up the trash, things like that.
Wow.
So,
okay. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on board with us.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In our next segment, Footprints, we meet Sam Chen. Before Sam decided to take on the task of recycling, he didn't think very highly of it, because people often consider recycling as collecting garbage. However, when Sam saw the dedication of a fellow volunteer, Sam had a change of heart.
We go to the Evergreen bookstore to pick up recyclables every Thursday because the owner has been working with Tzu Chi for many years.
Yes, we give newspapers, plastic bottles to the Tzu Chi volunteers. It's great. Conservation work is everyone's responsibility.
A lot of people are unwilling to recycle because they think it's picking up trash. But for me, it is turning garbage into gold. This is the cheapest here, and it's $30 for a ton. But cardboard is $140 per ton. Look at this huge pile. They are recyclables as well. Because we have to collect and organize them before selling, the process takes time. But earning money is not our main concern, because recycling helps and sustains the planet for future generations. Thus, we have to start from ourselves. We can't demand that other people do the same, but it's good that a few of us volunteers share this common goal. Recycling volunteers, the more the better. Otherwise, we won't be able to finish our recycling work. With just one or two people, it'll be too tiring. This is a recycling station next to our office that was started by a Japanese company. Come here, come again and again. We must discipline ourselves and demand our own family members to bring lunchboxes when we eat out, to bring the leftovers home. Using these methods to recycle and to protect the earth is really important in order to leave a clean land for the next generations. I do the same thing personally, so I like recycling and environmental work a lot.
Sam says he avoids buying non-biodegradable products and he keeps reusable chopsticks with him at all times. And like Sam, we can all start small to save the planet. I'm Ginger Chang. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.